Hello, Libra, and welcome. I'm Adriana. I'm a soul guidance coach, and today I have an intuitive and spiritual message for you about your path. So, our first card, the energy from the universe, the moon. This is an opportunity for true seeing, okay? The moon energy is a little bit tricky because it flows, it changes, it looks like something it's not. Things can seem out of proportion or just a little bit crazy when the moon is in charge. But this is an opportunity for true seeing. This is the person that sees beyond the magician's tricks or sees into the disguise or sees behind the facade or the mask that someone is holding up. So you have the opportunity to really make this into one of your superpowers, that laser sharp insight. It's funny because like seeing between these two pillars, that insight, this is what the universe is asking you to rise up and do this week. Okay, let's look at your personal energy. Okay, we got the magician. We're moving forward. We're going somewhere. This magician is pure manifesting energy in motion. And so I know, Libra, you're trying to create something new. You're trying to go a new direction. At the moment, the universe is not supporting that, but it's also letting you know that this is an opportunity to gain clarity. Whenever there's deception, there's always an opportunity for clarity, and that clarity will support the things that the magician is trying to create. So the magician makes things happen as if by magic, right? I don't know if you've ever seen people that can manifest this way, but they'll just think of what they want and then the next day it's there, or an hour it's there. It's because there is a high degree of clarity that the universe is responding to. And it's that type of clarity that will help you in whatever you're trying to make manifest, to make real, to make tangible into your world. Okay, curious to see where we're going next. Oh, that's good. I would love to encourage and invite you to subscribe if you haven't. And if you're returning, thank you so much for continuing to be part of this positive growth community. So, Libra, wow. We've got the Hermit. We have the Prince of Wands and the Sun riding out to meet the Prince of Wands. So we have the Sun and the Moon. You see that? That's really, really quite fascinating. So what you have to know with these is that you are headed for success with whatever you're asking for. You're headed for that ultimate victory. There's also just a feeling of joy and warmth and vibrancy and creativity with this Sun card. But it has to happen in the right order, okay? We start with the Hermit. And the Hermit is that inner clarity. So whereas the universe throws you these moon situations where you're like, what the heck? Something doesn't feel right, or I know something's off about this, or this person isn't being honest, or I can't take this at face value. The Hermit does not stop until he has uncovered every last mystery. So it's the Hermit that provides that guiding light for you. And it's funny, light with the moon. So our Sun is contained in that light of his lantern, and then we've got the moon from this card back here. The Hermit goes inside and really asks what's going on. So the Hermit is this great clarifying kind of energy. I think of the Hermit as sometimes it's the masculine animus. So what that is, and this is within the context of a female soul, the animus is a force that is supportive to the soul, the anima, but it helps the anima gain clarity. Whereas the soul can get lost in confusions about emotions, or it can't quite see the delineations between things. That lantern gets shown, the animus shows that lantern, and all of a sudden things become clear. Oh wait, there needs to be a boundary here, or this goes with that, or this goes over here. It's like someone turns the light on. What the animus and what the hermit does not do is get involved with emotional things being blown out of proportion. And you know what I'm talking about, Libra. When you get too emotional, or when your emotions aren't allowing you to see the clarity and the depth of the situation, that's when the hermit comes in. He says, okay, your emotions are right. They're okay. But there's something deeper below them. There's something more below the surface. You see on this card, we have a river, so that we've got that emotional flow, but we've also got lots of dry ground, and we've got high and dry ground. So when the ground is high and dry, you're not sucked into that emotional spiral. You're not sucked into those places where you have no clarity of what's actually going on. But the minute you get that clarity, the light in the lantern fires up this Prince of Wands, and he has found his truth. He's found his integrity. He's found what he needs to make happen, and he rides out in search of it, taking action. Okay? He takes action once he's clear on the action he needs to take. So he doesn't just go riding out for any reason. He has a very focused, this lance or whatever he's holding up there, he has a very focused direction. And because of that, because he's done the process correctly, he runs into the sun and he gets what he's looking for: clarity, the illumination, the joy, the success, the victory. Okay? So Libra, this is a little bit of a complicated week because there's such a desire for you to push forward and move forward. You see, they're even similar. Like the line, you see that? They're even similar. So you're fighting that against yourself because you've got to find your ultimate clarity first. Once you do that and you do everything else in the right order, then your success and your victory is inevitable. All right, I'll say that again. Your success and your victory is inevitable once you do the steps, the journey in the right order. Okay, Libra, that was a fun one. So thank you so much for sharing your time and your energy with me. I'd love to hear from you. So if you'd like to leave a comment, that's awesome. I'd also like to let you know that on soulguidancewithadriana.com, you will now see remote healings as a potential offering. These are very select. I'm not offering them to everyone. So if you've been doing some work and you feel like this would benefit you, check it out. If you're not quite there yet, there's other offerings still, though. We've got guidance packages, we have intuitive readings. So if any of those tickle your fancy, please keep me in mind for the future. And I'll love to see you here next week. Have a good one, Libra.